Why didn't anybody tell me this was gonna? Hi guys, sorry I'm so late. Sorry. I had a thing. All right, I'm here. I apologize. Hello, Miss Arlene. Hello, sweetheart. There's my Ami. C came and got me. Sorry. I was outside talking to the Hubbard. It's his fault. I'm blaming the Hubbard. All right. Let me get everything out of the box here. That's all of it. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to blame the Hubbard. Okay. So, okay. And where did I put the pad? I lost the pad. Here it is. Okay, I got the pad. All right. Okay. Yes. Harry's very mad at me because I was outside. I'm not allowed to have corn, cauliflower, or go outside. Okay, well, Arlene had some giggles, so. Alrighty then. All right, so let's review real quick for anybody who's lurking and not talking in the chat or who has not seen where we're at. We cut some chipboard. We made the book cover with some Tyvek tape, and then we made some book cloth. We covered the outside and the inside, and then I added this little trim and some book corners. I added some lace to the middle, and we put in our little signatures here. These are only 6 pages each, so 24, 48 total pages. And I left this open because I have a thing coming that I'm going to be doing in here. So I left a little bit of space in the middle. And then we made the tassel. So we have the tassel in there. The last time that we were together, we did 2 things. One, we cut out these cards that are from the DCWV Dark Fairy Tale book. See, there's the cards. We cut them out, and we inked all the edges. I still have to back these because you just can't journal on purple polka dot paper. So we're going to back those, and then we cut out these, which were the journaling cards, and we cut those down, rounded our corners, and those are backed. I have to get out my gum eraser here because I've got a little bit of a sticky. I've lost my gum eraser. I ain't lying. I really lost it. desk ate it. There it is. Okay, I found it. There. Okay, because we had a little sticky on there. All right, so then we made all of our little journal cards and the big journal cards. And we made some paper clips to go on here. So this one is just an applique and a little bow with a spider on it. And then this one we just did just a black rose with some ribbon. This is some Amy paper. That's coral with a little crystal skull. And we made a little bow to go on that one. And just a black background. And then on this one, I took one of the cream colored roses and I painted it with some red ink just to make it look like there was blood on there. We set the whole thing on a leaf and added a spider. And that's kind of where we're at. And we're using this pad for two reasons, okay? One, because it comes with a set of stickers. We're going to need those because it's really hard to find anything in Disney Villains. And the second reason is because I just love this piece of paper with the apple bite. And I love this. So, yeah, so that's why we're using this pad. Plus, it's really hard to find anything that's, you know, the villains. So we're going to back these, probably get that done today. I went to the printer and I ordered some prints. And I brought those home. And I started cutting them. See if we can do this on the back of the pad. Nope. All right, so we'll just do it here. So basically I have like the big villains and we have some portraits of the villains that are like reimagined. You know, they're all dressed up. They're kind of cool. We have some small cards of the villains. There's a lot of these. I have all the villains. And then we have a bunch of the villains, both, you know, the older traditional ones and some of the newer generation ones, because there's not a whole lot of older villains that are guys. So I got all of them, and we're going to use those to decorate. And then I also ordered in one of the few sets of stickers that I could actually find that were the villains. For some reason, it's really hard to find villain stuff. So we found some villains. And we're going to use those as well. Okay. Yes, we are at DEF CON 5. We have the original 3, the 4th, and then, of course, Miss Lily is here as well. So we do have a few things we need to do. One, we need to paint the backs of these black, so we'll get that done today. And we're going to cut some tags and get started making some tags to go in the journal. You're lying. Did want to show you guys this too. Where did I put them? So it's only till midnight tonight, then the sale goes away. But I found these, and I haven't seen these in any other stores. They are Dollar Tree. They're rub-ons for Halloween. And so I found these 2 different kinds. They had a third one, but it was very childish, so I didn't get that one. But I found these 2, and I might actually use some of these in this journal because, you know, that just works. But I found these, and I thought they were really cool, so I grabbed a bunch of them and put them in the shop. So we're probably going to use some of these today. Who knows? All right, so let's get a little bit of black paint so we can do the back of these real quick.
Okay, no, because I want that. I gotta touch.
All right, we got a paintbrush.
Okay, fix you
And
this is ridiculous. I'm subscribed to you, but I can't send messages. It's on subscriber only mode. I'm confused.
Did you just subscribe?
Yeah, on this account, I have 2 accounts.
Okay, so you have to wait 10 minutes before you can message.
Oh, God. Let me just go on the other account that I've been following you for a month. I'll just read.
So this is chalkboard paint that I got at the Dollar Tree, and it's just really thick, so it covers pretty good in one coat. Hey, let's use our indoor death and destruction.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, so I like this black because it's just really super thick, and you can generally get like 1 coat coverage out of it for like on plastic. So I like to use it on my buttons.
You ready, Lily? This last strike will defeat you.
All right. So I'm going to set those to the side and let them dry. Hi, Miss Brittany.
Hello. Can I have the ball?
Everybody says hello to the grandkids.
Hello.
Hello, monsters.
Hello, monsters. Hello. Shaylee just said hey.
Okay.
Yeah. Finally logged on to the live.
Oh, there's the head monster.
Don't go.
All right, so we're going to do some tags. So let's get some heavy cardstock because I want to do some like heavier weight.
6.
What?
All the people are accounted for. Somebody left a flashing light on and closed the door.
All right, let's see.
I'm a real one. Brittany, I've been following you since you started her account. I'm a real one.
All right, we got some gray. I think we'll use the gray kind of as a base. And we'll just get a piece of the black just in case. All right, and we'll cut some tags. All right. So I like 3-inch.
Lily, is Grandma talking about you?
So let's cut a couple of 3 inches here out of each color.
Is Grandma talking about you? No.
And then we can decide, if we're going to do them or not.
You know what? I want pencils. You want pencils?
All right.
I'm going to destroy you in this battle, Lily. I'm going to destroy you.
3.
Double cut.
So yes, if you haven't figured it out, Shaylee is that's the granddaughter. That's the one that we Amy and I took across country with us. And her and Amy tortured me
No, I did not.
for 10 days.
No, I did not. That's your idea.
They're horrible together. They're horrible. They were so mean to me. Okay.
And you want to do this 2 more times with the other kids?
All right. I don't know what I'm going to do about length here, but
For real, Miss Amy, she's not counting. She's throwing facts.
yes, they tortured me. They did. Urgh.
Yes. Yeah, my arms here is a little bit.
All right, go away.
Yeah, Brittany, go away from Bima. Okay, go.
All right.
Guys, we need to pick up our stuff right now.
All right.
But we need to pick up our stuff. Just living room, please. Don't try to play with the rock with the ball.
Let's get these cut. And then we can cut these down to whatever length we want. Right now they're 8.5 inches across. So they're 3 by 8.5. They're kind of big, and our book's only 8.5 inches tall to begin with. So we'll have to cut these down.
I'll beat you. Sure, beat me in butt. I'll beat your butt. Yes, Lil, you have the right idea. We clean up.
Get that straight. Cut that off. Cut that off. All right, now we have some tags. Big tags.
Not like you can beat my ball.
All right. We'll get rid of these. All right. And we need to put holes in these. So let's do that.
You want both sides? No. Trash. Yeah, Rick.
All
Your
right.
stuff is still left out, and you're making Lily take care of it. I'm not in the chat anymore. Well, that's
That one and these. All right, and then we'll decide if we're going to cut these down.
No, none of you. Song sucks. Great ball.
Yeah, she left. She's over here now.
Oh God, I'm going
She's behind me, harassing me.
I am not harassing you. You're harassing.
She's harassing me.
I'm not harassing no one.
Okay, so if I'm going to put little tabs on these, let me show you how I do this. I poke a hole in a regular piece of paper. Then we get out the punch. And it's over here. Here it is. And this is like a 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch. And I put this around that, making sure that it's even.
I have 6,431 notifications.
And we pop that out. Oh, this is the one that is dull. I have to get hubby to fix it. It's okay. I have another one. Found it. It was in my box of punches. Ugh, here we go. Let's try this again. There we go. Haha, much better. And then
Oh my God.
these.
Oh, I have 2 pairs of shoes here. I'm just looking for 1 pair. I'm not.
Fit. Perfect. See? There's a couple of ways you can do it. One, you could punch it through a bunch of aluminum foil. And that generally tends to work. Hubby takes the cases off of them and does them on the grinder because these cases come off pretty easy, and then it just leaves the metal piece. But if you just put this through some heavyweight aluminum foil, it'll sharpen it right back up. So let's do a few of these. So Amy and I were watching a video the other day, and this lady was making this um, basically it was like a small album out of file folders. And it was an older video, you know, back before we had like regular cameras and people were filming with their phones and like their regular cameras and stuff. And so she could only film a few minutes at a time. So there were like big multiple parts, and then she didn't edit it together. She just posted like 4 parts. And she's trying to like get through it. She keeps forgetting steps and going back and stuff. And the one thing that amazed me was she was making this book out of file folders, and she was cutting the file folders down to like 6-7 inches, whatever. And she had all that file folder left, and instead of using that file folder to make her tags and stuff, she bought tags, which were not exactly the same color, because you know, regular manila file folders, they're never the same color as anything else. Manila is a very wide-ranging color choice. But she was making the tags, and she kept like she was using commercial made tags, and I was like, just use what's left of the folder. She was driving Amy and I crazy. All right. Now, one of the reasons I like this particular method is because I can use the paper. You know, like I can use the paper that I'm planning on using to do the top piece. So let's say like this apple paper, which we know we're going to use, so I'll just pull a piece of this out. But if I want to use this to do my tags, and I always start up here on this part, I can just punch a couple of holes up here. Now you can ink this edge if you want to. You don't have to, but you can. But I can do that and use that to be my little surround piece. You know, my little reinforcer. And it just adds a little bit more of the paper to the tag. Which I think is cool. Yeah. But that's just me. I'm weird. What can I say? Yeah. So many colors are considered, you know, that color that you end up with like nothing matches. Hi, Harry.
Yeah, let's redo it. Buddy.
Hi, Harry. Oh, the critter. Yeah, there's so many different colors of like craft and manila. It's ridiculous. All right, so we got 4 tags done. Let's do the reinforcers on the rest of these just so we can work our way through them if we want to. Oh, we'll use the other side, because the other side's cool too. dropped that, and Harry immediately went, for me? Let's there's not enough ink left on the dauber. I'm going to have to get the ink out. Okay. And you don't have to do it this way, you know, with the ink and stuff, but what do they say about something's in the details? I don't know. I was surprised there was mail yesterday. Amy and I had to run out to go get something. And we were coming back. We saw the mail, you know, the post truck. And it was like, I'm surprised there's mail today. All right, let's pick another piece of paper out of the pad that we're planning on using, and we can make some more of these tag pieces. So probably going to use this at some point, so we'll pull a piece of that. I don't know. I mean, I like it, but I don't know that I like it for this. Yes, the devil's in the details. Thank you. So this one is a 1/2 inch. I think. Let me measure. Three-quarters. It's 3/4 inch. So this is a regular 1/4 inch and a 3/4 inch. That's how I make them. It works really well. All right, so back to this. I just don't know that I'm going to like this with the characters. Like, it doesn't have enough color in it, I think. But you never know. So let's... I don't know. Oh, see, but it looks good with Cruella. Oh, I don't know. We'll come back to that. Now, this is really too dark, but the other side here, I like it. Because it's just like little archways, and it's kind of reminiscent of this one, so it'll work. We already have a piece of that. We have some smoke, but the other side is cooler. But we might use either side of this. We'll pull that out because, see, we've got smoke, and the smoke actually makes skull heads. I don't know if you guys can see the skull faces in there. But the other side's really cool. So we'll get that. No. We might cut some strips of this because there's no strips in this pad. So we might cut some strips of that. No. Absolutely not. This red is a possibility. Pull that. I like the purple because, you know, we used purple in the book. So let's pull the purple. And I think we'll start with those. We'll put this to the side. So, okay, so we have a purple. We only have gray tags left. I like it. All right. Hey. Y'all just sit. Stay, Ubu. All right. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to pop a couple of holes. Make some more. That one. Got to remember to put my hand over that. Harry's down here thinking he's getting manna from heaven. Like, for me? Okay, we'll link there. And a little link on this one. Some glue. And then I'm going to call this one quits, I think. I think this will be the last one I actually do this on. We'll be here forever with me cutting little holes. I think we got enough to get started on tags anyway. Okay. Besides, I want to show you guys what I did. I'm very excited. Okay, so we'll come back to these in a little bit. I'm going to let these all dry and set up, and then we'll work on some tags. We got a couple of tags there that need more love. All right, so let me show you guys what I did, because I think it's really cool. All right, those are the papers we're going to use for pockets. So let's get this off to the side here. And where is my thing? Where are you, darling? There you are. Okay. So I found this at Hobby Snobby. And it's only two pieces. There's one in the middle and one big one. And I did it on the little one, but I'm not sure. I might go back and do it on the big one instead. But I took one of my images, which was the face, from the mirror. And I put some mirror paper underneath here and put this on, and then I just backed it with black. So I'm going to put that in the book, but I'm thinking I might just put the image and do it here in a bigger mirror and make it like one of the page spreads for one of the center pages. So I'm not sure yet, but I may remake this. So all right, let me get this big board up. Not that one. This one, and this one. And I'm just going to cut these in half at 6 inches because the book is 5.5 inches wide and it's 7.5 inches tall, like the paper. So nothing's going to be wider than 6 inches. It could be longer, but it's not going to be wider. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down. Let me take this 1/2 inch off the top first. Just get that strip off. And I'm taking a little bit more than that. I'm taking enough to be able to pop some more of these tabs. So we're taking about 3/4 of an inch off the top. There we go. Get these out of here. All right. All right, there we go. All right. Then we'll cut these down. I'm going to do 3 of them. Doesn't like to cut on this end because it doesn't have anything under it. And I didn't really pick anything here that I had to fussy cut or anything, special. Just basic colors at this point. All right, so now the little cutter will handle all of those. Yes. Sure.
Thank you.
Because now my little cutter will handle these. This one, like I said, we're probably going to end up doing this one like using the strips. So I'm not overly concerned. I'd like to see how long that is, though. It's like right at 8 inches. So if I take some of that off the top. I take it down 7 and a half. Or maybe just this part. I might take the vase off and just use the vine. Just like this part right here. So we'll have to take a look at that. I have an idea for it. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Sabrina. How are you? Well, when I made the mirror, I used the really silver stuff, and I do have some of the smoked, like the black one of this. That's like the mirror effect. So I was thinking maybe I'll use that instead, and then it'll look deeper, and then this guy will be there, and then I'm going to use probably some of my wet gel pens to do the eyes instead of taking the eyes out this time. And I'll do them like in purple or something so that they glimmer a little bit. So I'm going to do it again just to look at it. I may not use it. I may use it. Who knows? You'll never know with me, All right. So I'm going to cut some pockets. So I want to do like a straight up, just a pocket. So we'll cut that at 3. And then we want it to be 5.5, and this is 6, so we'll take a 1/2 inch off. We'll take a 1/2 inch off this side. So that should fit in there. Hey now, come out of there. There we go. Save that. All right, I like that. Let's do that again. No, we won't because we have very few pages here. So we'll do it with this one. And we have to take a 1/2 inch off. We're going to do some black, so I'm going to take that 1/2 inch off. Okay. And then I think I want to cut like a corner pocket on this one. So we'll take it up. I'm going to go 4.5. Good size. The only thing with these directional papers is once you do that, you can't use this, unless you do it upside down. But if the back is cool, you can use the back. And I like the back, so we're going to do the back. So we'll use that as a pocket as well. We'll save that because that could be used for, like a corner piece on a page. Put that off to the side. We definitely want the apple. I just don't know if I want to do like a slot, like a corner page, or so we'll do 5. And then we will cut this one down to do one corner. So we'll have a corner. And we can use the other side. Make a tall, thin pocket that we can put one of our tags into. And then we'll do regular apple pocket. And I'm going to cut this one just a little bit bigger because I think I'm going to fussy cut around the top of the apples. So we'll do this one at about 3.5, just under 3.5, because that'll cut this off right there. Let me take a 1/2 inch off. And then I'll fussy cut on the top of this. Grab scissors. So, yes, we're doing, thank you so much, Arlene. We're doing Disney villains. Everybody does the princesses. I'm doing the villains. I'm more of a villain kind of gal. So. My daughter came over yesterday to drop off the DEF CONs, and she was like, "What's that?" And so I told her, and she's like, "Ah, yeah, I think this one's already gone." Not sure. She was very excited when she saw this. Sorry, the villains don't get any respect,
Yet everybody loves them.
And they're so misunderstood. They are misunderstood.
I don't think so. I think they mean exactly what they intended.
Listen,
We want to do murder and mayhem, and we all went, yes, please.
No, Yzma doesn't want to do murder and mayhem.
Doesn't she, though?
No, she's just mad because she got fired from her job for being old.
What's the meaning of
All right, so see, I kind of like that, and then I'll back it on something. I'll just use this to show, but like I'll just put something else there so that that stands out, because that's cooler than, you know. So we have that. So far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 pockets for our 48 pages. We have some work to do. Ooh. I kind of like this in that we can do this as like a top corner punt, like tuck. Well, so we'll keep it for now. Let's see. Definitely need some of these purple pockets. We'll do this one at 2.5. And we'll do this one at 5. So we'll take an inch off of it, off this side, so that, you know, we can back this on something else. I think that'll be cool. So we'll back that. And then I want to do something a little different. So let me look. Okay. So I'm going to cut this down. Let's see where we're at. We are at, I think we're at 9. All right, we are at 9.25. So it's 7.5. So we got to cut 1 3/4 off of this. And I want to do, so we're going to go we're going to cut 3/4. So we're going to cut 2.25 off. I'm mathing in my head. I'm sorry. And then I'm going to do this at 2, 1 3/4. See, I'm mathing in my head, which I know is scary, but you know, somebody has to do it. Hello, Poppy. You need to move. You're in my way. Let me get a piece of just black cardstock here. All right, so we did this one at 1 3/4. We're going to do this at 2. And then this is 8.5, so we're going to take an inch off of here. Hopefully this works. Perfect. I love when a plan comes together, you know? It's always so much fun when a plan comes together. Okay, we're going to do some slight corner pockets with this. This one's great because I can do, you know, doesn't matter which corner it goes in. And we'll do a 2.5 inch here. Look at that. I'm going to do a 3 on this. So I'm going to do a border on this one. This is 6, so we need to do a 1/2 inch on that. We'll do 3/4 of an inch. And then this one, which is 8.5, it needs to be 5.5. So we'll take 3 off this. This should fit nicely on there. And then I'm going to do a border on that. You know what? I think this needs to be taller to do the border. So let me take this down to 2. That should give me plenty to do a border punch. Yeah, that'll be perfect, just like that. They're not terrible people. Cruella was cold. It was drafty. She needed something to warm her up. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 so far. So we'll get started with that. Goober.
I can't find Pop. I need help with this.
He's outside, but I'll be happy to attempt to help you. Thank you. That was easy. You loosened it for me.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm so
You're so
strong.
strong.
I really wanted some stuff.
All right.
Do you want to take that into the living room? Keep it here, okay?
Okie dokie.
You have a glove on.
Like I said, we want to do a border on this one. So we get the border punch.
Keep that right there, okay? Don't bring it into the living room. Lily, are you hungry for lunch?
Yeah.
What do you want to eat?
All right, so. Okay. And then turn it over.
Oh my god. Okay, Lily, what do you want to eat for lunch?
It just has this little piece left on the end.
Cereal for lunch.
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Quick, it's easy.
You want us to have some cereal?
I'm probably going to move this once I get it perfect. All right, and then the other side. Ugh, I missed that little corner.
You want ramen? You want a sandwich? What do you want? So there's chicken ramen. I believe a little bit of beef. There's sandwiches. There's oatmeal if you really wanted it.
Give me some cereal.
What cereal do you want? There's a-
Okay. And I just made a huge mess on all my pockets. I used to get so frustrated with border punches. Is that they all have it in us to be those people. Thankfully, most of us listen to the inner voice that tells us not to do those things. You would think. I don't. I don't have that inner voice. Okay.
Your inner voice is stuck on a muck.
Yep. My inner voice is stuck on a muck, 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 muck. All right, so I'm going to ink this part. And we're going to glue this. Put some glue on it.
Okay, don't eat with this glove on. Don't eat with socks on, please.
I have to put more glue in my glue bottle, apparently. I'm running out.
She's putting them on because she's going to be very safe. She said if she has socks on her hands, she's going to be very safe.
Oh, I see. Sure, it's right in front of you.
Okay, they're on.
I do need a new glue bottle, though. This one I've had for quite a while. And it just doesn't like me anymore. All right, so that's one. Now, the other one that we wanted to do something spectacularly special with, we're going to do this one. This is not going to be anything special. This is just going to be, a belly band. So we'll just ink this up and get it glued up. Hi, Gonna Google.
I was told to show you.
Okay.
What do they do?
They're supposed to keep your arms cool.
Are they both the same?
Yeah.
Another set. You like them? Yeah. Enjoy. You don't think you'd be like.
Now, this part I could do with tape because I'm not, there's not going to be anything under it. But all right, that one. And then the other one we had was this apple, right? Okay. And we have to decide. I think I'm just going to put it on black paper. Just put black behind it because it just makes it pop out. So we're just going to do it 5.5. Okay. And I'm just going to do like 1.5 inches on this because it doesn't need to be a lot, maybe 2 inches.
Chili dogs. Finish chili dogs.
I already ate all my chili dogs.
Still a bunch.
This is,
Sit.
originally it was 3. We'll just cut it to 3. What the hell? Take a 1/2 inch off the end. Now, in theory, this should fit on here perfectly. And it does. It does. It fits on there perfectly. Come out of there. Okay. All right. So let's glue this up. Glue on you. You. Okay. I got a little glue run there, but that'll come off. And we will trim that. Ink. 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 This one needs a little bit more. All right. That one needs some right there. Oh. Your inner voice stopped saying "amuck amuck" long enough to prevent you from skinning him when he knocked things on. Nope. I'm completely honest. Amy is completely 100% true. I am not a cat person. As a matter of fact, I actually have a reputation of trying to run cats over. I don't like them. I have owned 2 cats in my life. One, his name was Mister. I found him when I was like 4 years old at a park. He was just a feral tomcat, and I brought him home. My mom said I could keep him because he was hurt, and so my mom said we could take him home, and get him to the vet and get him taken care of. And so we did that. And as soon as he was well enough, he would bring her like a field mouse every day. Sometimes he'd bring her baby birds that fell out of the nest, and he wouldn't hurt them. He would just put them on the porch and wait for her to open the door. It was like, okay, here's your gift. Give me breakfast. And he would sleep with me at night. My mom wasn't real cool about that, but he would come in through the chimney and get into my room. So my mom just decided she didn't want to wash the bed anymore. So she would just let him sleep with me. And I didn't have another cat for many, 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 many years. And then when I was like 18, I had this one called BC, Black Cat, or Fat Cat, who was just the biggest, baddest, meanest cat ever. And I had him for many, many years. And when I moved away from home, he stayed at home. And eventually he ended up dying. And he was very young. He was only like 6 or 7 years old, which I thought was kind of young for a cat. So I paid for the necropsy because I thought somebody might have poisoned him. And what we found out is he actually died from brain tumors. He would get into so many cat fights, and he had all these like tumors in his head. So then I didn't have a cat for a very, very, very long time. Alex loves them. My daughter used to bring all kinds of cats home. I hate cats. I would try to run them over with my car and things. And I always said that they're just a worthless waste of fur. And didn't want to buy my kids another dog because they had a dog, but they both wanted something, that was cute and small that they could cuddle. And so we rescued these 2 cats from the California wildfires several years ago. And they were Harry Houdini and Jack the Ripper. I gave one to my daughter, one to my son. My daughter moved out. She took Jack the Ripper with her. He liked to sneak out of the house. He used to sneak out all the time, and a coyote got him, which is why I don't let Harry out of the house. And Harry stayed here with my son, but almost immediately upon moving into this house, after being with my son for 2 years, we moved in here, and Harry decided he didn't like my son anymore, and he was going to be my cat. I had no say in this. But the truth is, over time, I have come to the realization that I love Harry.
Aww.
Shut up. And so I'm stuck with a cat.
You're his human.
He picked me to be his human, and I'm okay with it. It's a terrible thing. I go on a trip, I miss the damn cat. I need my cat, man. And if I go outside, he sits at the back door and just cries like crazy. And then runs over to the other room where he can get in the other window and cry like crazy. It's kind of ridiculous. All right. So we are inking up these pockets. Pockets. Pocket, pocket, pocket.
We're just doing that.
Hi, Miss Lillybot. Oh, and I'm important in Harry's world until Shaylee comes over. And then I'm a dead mouse. You know, he doesn't care. It's just like, nah, whatever. Shaylee's here. Because she spoils the crap out of him. Carries him around and pets him and gives him treats and rubs his belly. And it's disgusting. He doesn't even sleep with me when she's here. Normally, he like runs in and jumps in my bed. And when she's here, he doesn't even want to come to the room. He's just like, no, sorry. My real human's here. Go away. I think he's still afraid I'm around him or something. All right. Pockets are all inked. That is not all of the pockets that we're going to use. We'll probably use a few more. Hello, Miss Christine. Okay. All righty. So let's get this out of the way real quick. Get this out of the way. And let's bring the book over. Let me get this out of the way. I have made a mess here, ladies. Look at this mess. It's horrible. Get my little shit.
Rena, what are you doing?
Making a mess.
I have a napkin that I have.
Oh, no, not a mask, honey. A mess. Can I have a hug?
Where's Harry?
Harry's hiding
Where?
Maybe an hour.
in the hole.
No.
Yeah, he's in there.
Harry, come here.
All right. Book. Okay. So,
I saw something close to Harry and her.
I usually like to do something that's like really, you know, impact on the front page. But I don't know.
Take a buddy.
We're going to do the corner piece up there on the front page. We'll do the apples over. No, because we just did the apple on the front. We can't do that. Excuse me. So we'll just, and all I'm doing is kind of going through and just randomly putting in, you know, pieces. No method to the madness at this point.
Whatever it is, turn it down.
It is really just kind of, you know, setting things in to determine where I might put stuff. Hey. Maybe there. Maybe there. possibly, no, we have something entirely different planned there. Okay, we're going to do that. This. We're putting the apples at the back. Okay, so now I just have the pockets kind of roughed in.
Ozzy.
Woo. So let's work on a couple of these tags. So these are 3 inches wide. The book's 7.5 inches tall. The papers are. So I don't think we want to go much more than like 7 inches. So let me take a look and see what that looks like. So let me take 1.5 inches off of this. And let's bring this over. So this would go, like into a pocket. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. All right. And we do have, multiple fancy punches like this for the corners. So we're probably going to use some of them because, this is the Villains. They're elegant. Okay, they're not elegant. They're the Villains. But all right, so we do have our little pieces that we cut off of other things. So we can use some of these if we want. We do have some of our lace and trims that we used and the ribbons that we used in some of the other things, so we can use those. We have our stickers, our rub-ons, and we have all of our strips from the papers that we cut. So, if we want to add something on one of our tags, we can do that. We'll start decorating. Okay, so we got all of our tags cut out. I'll finish putting the tabs on these later on. Got all my characters cut. We've got some pockets roughed in. I will get those glued in tonight. We will decide, the lengths of our things here. We decided that they were going to be, how much did we take off? 1.5 inches, I think. Yeah. So we're going to take 1.5 inches off of the bottom, at least 1.5 inches off the bottom of all of these tags. I'm going to save these because we're going to use them for something else. And I'm going to work on some of these tags on a video that I will post later on. Because I have to get rid of my grandkids before I want to kill them. I'm kidding. I don't ever want to kill them. Yes, I do.
Look at her. She's still heavy, but I still got it.
Alrighty. Tags are all down to a workable size. We're going to do some more corner detail punches like these. We're going to do some decorating on these and get started. I have pockets that need to be put in. I think that's it. That's going to be all for today, guys. I do want to talk about a couple of other things real quick. I don't know if anybody saw the video, but Amy and I together are doing a collaboration Halloween challenge. It doesn't have to be Dollar Tree stuff. It just has to be, stuff from the dollar store, whatever dollar store you have. Make whatever it is you want for Halloween. Like a centerpiece for your table, or a lantern, or just a piece of decor that you can put outside, or whatever. Then take a photograph of it. Make sure there's nothing, don't put your name in the background. And send it to either myself or to Amy. Both of our email addresses are on that video. And then we're going to put them all together, and we're going to decide who wins, and there's going to be a prize package involved. So, if you want to add something in, please feel free to do so. We would love to see your creation. Whatever it is that you want to do for Halloween. The whole point of this is just to have some fun. So that's it, guys. That's all for me. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the red button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, and share me with all your friends. Then your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. And before you know it, we have a giant crafting community. Until I see you again, do me one little favor. Stay safe. Bye, guys. Don't forget that sale ends today over in the shop. So if you wanted to grab the Halloween rub-ons, today would be a good day to do that. I will talk to you guys later.